I drank this today.
Oh no! Wow. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the re-entry buzz. Cole and I are re-entering our buzz here, season 4, episode 2. Cole recently defeated me on season 3 here, but the ties actually beat us both. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, season 4 now here, episode 2. I am trying to win my way back. I'm coming off
already
a
got the lead.
Fresh win here, so this could be 2-0 for me here. But we are taking a blind take on a sample that we've got. We coordinatedly pulled the same sample out of our pool. Neither of us know what it is. Gonna give it a sniff and sip here, tell you how much we'd pay for it right off the bat, and then try to go through some guesses. So you ready for this?
I'm ready. It's first of all, it's a little light in color.
It's got a interesting nose.
I don't want to give anything away, but it is interesting.
I kind of like it. There are things I like about it, but there are things I don't like about it on the nose.
I'll say this. I wish it were more potent, because what I do get, I kind of dig.
I have a fan blowing on me right now, and I'm wondering if like the fan's blowing it all away.
Those vapors going everywhere.
Yeah. All right. I like this a decent amount. Not a lot, but there are things about this that resonate with me. How much would I pay for this? I think I'll be a little generous and say 70.
That's what I was thinking. 60 to 70.
Yeah, I was going to say 65, and I was like, no, I'll round up. I'll round up for charity. This is rounding up for charity territory.
I think I might know what this is.
Oh no! Not what I like to hear.
Yeah. All right.
We'll take a break.
We'll be right back. Yeah, we're gonna do some notes, some guesses. We'll see on the other side.
All right, we are back. We sipped, we guessed, we have theories, we have semantics. We were trying to word our way around and guesses in certain ways, trying to score the most points possible here. But Cole, why don't you start going through your notes for me here? Tell me what you got on the nose, palate, finish.
I got a decent amount of notes here. And this is a very unique whiskey to be up front. So at first, on the nose, the first few nose sniffies, I said very light nose on flavor. But the more I sniffed this and the more it sat in my glass, the more heat showed up on like the alcohol proof from the vapors showed up on the nose. Not a lot of flavor notes though, like not a lot of like distinctive flavor. But on the palate, I said up front, I got pineapple, like just a weird tart pineapple, not too ripe, not too sweet. But it was like this tropical fruity note. It made me question everything at that point. I was like, is this an Irish whiskey? Is this certain single malt? But I said very hot on the proof, much hotter than I even imagined from just the nose. I said with that pineapple, slight tropical fruitiness. It is sharply sweet. It is white sugary sweet, and it is fruity. Weirdly fruity, like weirdly
totally
sour
on the white
almost.
sugar.
Yeah. It's like on the verge of sour tropical fruit notes. On the finish, I said I dig the finish. It's light and fruity, definitely too light to be a bourbon, not malty enough to be barley based. I said I am leaning towards rye, as you can maybe assume from that. So want to hear what you thought on the notes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to assume. You'll see when I get into my guesses. But I totally agree on the fruitiness here. So on the nose, I said light grainy apricot fruit.
Good note.
Smidge of like a barnyard funk, just a smidge, but I like that. I love funky barnyard
apricot.
Funk.
Crap, I think I know what this is. Dang it, I drank this today.
Oh no, wow. Oh, it's Stag. Is that what?
Exactly. Or is it Weller foolproof?
Hey, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
So on the palate, I said there was a lot of rich fruits to be found on the
Mhm.
palate, but you had to look between the grains and spiciness
Mhm.
to find it. The
Yeah.
grains and rye spicy tried to mask it a lot, but I did get stone fruit, apricot primarily, but a smidge of more delicate stuff going on under there, like a strawberry. There was some nice little
Yeah.
delicacies going on there
Mhm. It's
that
true.
led me in the rye direction. And on the finish, I said that the spice really took over on the finish. The fruit went away pretty quick. All that was left at the finish was spice, but it lasted a really long time. And if you're a fan of ryes and spicy ryes, the finish was very nice, and it was a little throat huggy. You know, it was hot.
Mhm.
It had a lot of somebody who's not used to spicy whiskeys might be like, "Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous,"
Uh-huh.
but somebody who is would be like, "Heck yeah, this feels really good."
Yeah.
So I will launch into my guesses now.
Did you go redemption? 10 years, single
I
barrel?
no, we found that one already.
Wait, we've done it. No, we did a different redemption. We did a redemption cast strength.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
go on. Yeah.
No, I went out on a limb here.
Okay.
This is the make or break.
Okay.
I liked the rye and everything, but
Mhm.
there was something about this that made me want to go ahead
Ooh.
and say that it was Canadian.
I thought that originally too.
But I'm
So,
totally with you though. You said
mhm.
like you were all over the place right off the bat. You were like, could this be Irish? Could this be whatever?
Yeah.
And I was right there with you. This
Yeah.
like threw me for a loop just off
Mhm.
the initial. There was nothing about this initially that I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this has to be one of these. But anyway,
Yeah.
I decided to go Canadian.
Uh-huh.
Secondary grain. It was weird trying to say secondary grain on Canadian because you know usually they distill
Not applicable,
individual
baby.
ones and then they blend after distillation and blah blah blah. But anyway, secondary grain. I went ahead and said corn because there was
Corn?
the corn. But that is my guess. There's no question mark at the end. My guess is
Okay.
corn because there was some richness going on there. It wasn't
Yeah.
too malty or whatever, so I went with corn.
Mhm.
Distillery. I said barrel. Proof, I
Nice. Oh,
said
good guess.
133 on the proof.
Ooh, hot.
A age, I said 16 years. Finish apricot brandy because I think this is the Seagrass Silver Label apricot brandy finish. I give this a score.
Ooh, good guess.
I gave this a score of 8.8, very high for me. I like a lot of sentimental value here. I really like it. I think your average person would peg this like B minus, but I peg this B in that it clearly stands out. There's way more pros than cons here for somebody who
Just a
likes
B?
a type of whiskey like this. I'm trying to stick
Okay.
really hard to my letter scores here. The
Yeah.
definitions of like this isn't any sort of pinnacle of whiskey, but this is something that somebody is super gonna dig if they really like ryes and they really like Canadian.
Oh, that was such a good guess, Brian. I gotta give
Thank
that
you,
to you.
thank you. Yeah, I really want to look right now. I mean, it's right behind my
So I
monitor.
know, right? So I will tell you my original guesses, and then I will switch it to my official guesses.
But the
So I
original ones are the
said
only ones that count, of course.
yes, that is correct. If I nail it on my original guesses, then sucks for
It
me
counts.
because didn't get it. No,
Obviously,
no, no.
obviously counts.
It's the official guesses that count.
Okay,
I said originally, I said rye, secondary grain. I thought it was 100% rye, so I said not applicable. I said Alberta distillery. I said proof 125, age 5, no finish. And then I said bottle Alberta premium cast strength rye.
yep.
But that is not my official guesses.
I was hung up on Alberta for a long time. Yeah,
It's not cinnamony enough. That was my
I
thing I
know
was
it's
talking about
not.
while we were guessing.
As spicy as this is, it's
Yeah,
not spicy enough
not
to be
cinnamon.
Alberta.
Yep.
100%
Hmm.
agree. And so
Yep.
now your new guesses that you're going into, you came up with these before I started talking, right?
Yes, 100%. No, no,
Okay, okay. Just to
we
be clear.
start the recording and our guesses are over.
Okay, okay,
So I
okay.
said rye as the type. I said secondary grain corn, similar to you, I guess. Is that what you said?
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
And then I said MGP tertiary or the distillery. It's distillery.
Yep.
So I actually thought this might be a rare character. Is why I
Okay.
said. distillery MGP. Proof, I said 125, a little lower than you, but I respect your guess
I
completely.
had 126. The only reason I changed it was because I decided to go in on the barrel.
Yeah. Age, I said 6. Not too
Yeah.
crazy. Not too
Yeah.
crazy, but it was still good. Finished, I said no. Bottle, though, I did put my money down on Alberta Premium Cast Strength Rye.
That's cool. Yeah. Good
Score,
hedge.
I gave it a A-. Actually, I
Yeah.
dig this. It is, and the funny thing is, the more you said seagrass, I was like, I enjoy this more than I even thought I did. But I can't do that. I can't just say because it's a classy brand and a classy option that I've enjoyed before that I enjoy it more. No. I still thought it was an A-, which I didn't change after I heard Brian's guess. I think it's great. It's not blow your mind, but I do think it's better than a B or a B-. Come on.
Yeah. I'm trying to do better here and not just always give something like, yeah, it's great, I'm gonna give it an A. But
No.
yeah, it's I
I'm gonna
think
give
that
Traveler an A+. No, we didn't do
yeah.
that.
It this one is wild because I feel like, if you drew a bell curve over your average drinker's opinion of this, it would be wide, because I feel like this would score all over the place. People would really like this, or people could really not like this, just depending on what your flavors are.
Totally.
There are harsh edges on this that are not unfavorable to somebody who likes a spicy Canadian rye. So like I could see opinions all over the board on this one.
We have a Seagrass Gold in our pool.
We have a gold in the pool?
We do.
I liked the silver more than the gold. So with the whole harsh edges thing, maybe this is
it could be gold.
This is the gold.
What do you think the gold's age is? Is it like 20 years? Are we expecting that?
It is age stated. I'm just blanking right now, but if it's right around 20, it's got to be right around 20.
Because the silver's 16.
24?
So
yeah, silver's 16. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it is the Seagrass Gold. So we're about to Google all about it here on the break.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Oh, not too far off. Not too far off. Yeah. Brian got the distillery / well, I guess we both technically got the distillery, probably.
We'll chat about this during the break.
We'll chat about it, but we'll be right back when we score these guesses after this break.
All right, we're back. There is a winner. There is a loser. Let's see how it plays out.
It was close, though, for the record. Not that I lost or anything.
This was a private release barrel rye from Trevor's in Phoenix. If you're in Phoenix, there are 3 Trevor's locations. Check them out. They have a lot of picks. They're really cool. This was a rye finished in a ruby port barrel, which I bought this because I didn't buy the Midwinter Nights Dram the previous year. And I sampled this at the store. I thought it was really good. And it beat my sentiment for how I remember Midwinter Nights Dram being. So anyway,
I would buy this over Midwinter Nights Dram any day.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. So running through the guesses here, Cole said rye. I said Canadian. Turns out this is distilled in Indiana and Canada. But nonetheless, Cole's guess trumps mine. I decided to go a little too specific here because it is explicitly a rye whiskey. So Cole gets 5 points. I get 0. Secondary grain, we weren't able to find more information on that, so 0 points for both of us. Distillery, though.
Oh, the distillery.
Yep. So distillery, we upped the points on this season, and it paid off for me because I guessed barrel correctly. Cole said MGP, and we decided
no more MGP. You got to guess the producer, not the distiller.
Yeah.
If the producer equals the distiller, then yes.
Right. And nonetheless, this is MGP and somebody else too. So anyway, 0 points for Cole, 10 points for Brian for guessing barrel correctly somehow. Proof, though, Cole beat me on this one here. Cole said 125. I said 133. It was 127. Cole got
Yep,
8 points
me too.
here. I got
Mhm.
4. Good amount of points for Cole.
Good
Ages,
amount
there
of
wasn't an age
points.
statement on this. So Cole said 6, I said 16 because I was going for that Seagrass Gold
I
or
bet
a silver.
closer though.
0 points, no age statement.
Yeah.
Finished, I said yes, so I got the 2 points there, though I didn't guess
Mhm.
the finish correctly. Cole said no, so nada there.
Yeah.
Bottle, Cole was leaning Alberta, I was leaning Seagrass. Man, we were both so close here, but no points
Yeah.
on that either.
If you mix the two.
So if you're doing your math, if you got your notepad out there and you tallied it all
Mhm.
up, you saw that Bryan wins 16-13.
It was close.
It
It
was
was close,
very
people.
close.
Yeah.
Very close, but I love, guessing that distillery correct put me just a smidge above all of Cole's other correct guesses.
Yeah.
So,
That was good. Well done.
yeah.
So two wins to 0 wins. And no ties so far.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Wait, you got 13-16. You're killing it, man. Overall, points wise, you're winning 31-22.
Dang, that's
So,
a
that's high
spread.
scoring, baby.
Yeah.
So, yep. Oh man, I am very impressed by your guesses today.
Thank
Especially
you.
the barrel and the seagrass. I was like, this is totally seagrass, like no doubt about it.
I know,
And,
right? I'm glad I convinced you.
Yeah, especially those apricot notes. My goodness.
Yeah.
So,
Stuff.
well, I'm grateful to compete every week, and I'm grateful for having literally over 150 in our pool right now. So
Yeah, I know.
it's gonna be
More on the
fun
way
next
too.
week when I wipe the floor with you. But anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you guys next time on the Reentry Box.
I give this a score